Banned from my mom's birthday bash. I packed my bags and jetted off to Paris, ending up with a front row seat to the family meltdown of the year. There I was strolling down the Champs-Élysées under a crisp autumn sun, a chic Chanel bag swinging from my arm, when my phone started buzzing, like a swarm of angry bees, dozens of missed calls, torrent of frantic texts. My brother, Jake, cousins, I haven't spoken to in ages, even Aunt Linda, who still thinks smartphones are a government conspiracy. I glanced at the chaos on my screen. The message is blending into a predictable chorus of panic. Where are you? Call me now? This is a total disaster. I smirked, adjusted my new sunglasses and switched my phone to silent. They'd wanted me out of their so-called drama-free celebration. Fine. I was out and thriving while their precious party crashed and burned. Let me rewind a bit to explain how I ended up here. I'm Emily, 38. The woman who's always been the backbone of my family, especially for my mom, Evelyn. I'm the one who moved back home to Chicago after Dad passed away 5 years ago, handling her doctor's appointments, grocery runs, and those late-night talks when she couldn't sleep. I cook her favorite lasagna every Sunday, drive her to bingo with her friends, and even helped her navigate Medicare paperwork that made my head spin. You can imagine my shock when I got a call from Jake 3 weeks before Mom's 70th birthday party. He said, his voice all casual, like he was ordering pizza. Just a heads up. We finalized the guest list for Mom's bash. Had to make some cuts. You get it. Love you. Cuts. I stared at my phone, playing the voicemail. Each word hit like a slap. I wasn't some flaky acquaintance or a distant relative from the old country. I'm her daughter, her eldest child. The one who's been her rock through every health scare and lonely holiday. And now I was a cut for Mom's milestone birthday, organized by my little brother, Jake, 32-year-old real estate agent who had been dating his latest girlfriend, Sarah, for about a year. I sat in my kitchen, the one I'd remodeled myself last year, feeling a slow burn of disbelief creep through me. This had to be a mistake. I called Mom. She picked up after a few rings, her voice warm but tentative. Hi, sweetie. What's going on? No, beating around the bush. Mom, Jake just told me I'm not invited to your birthday party. The hell? Pause long enough to confirm it wasn't a glitch. Honey, she sighed in that placating tone she uses when she thinks I'm being too sensitive. It's just a party. Don't blow it out of proportion. Just a party. My stomach twisted, anger and hurt mixing like oil and water. Mom, I'm your daughter. How am I not invited to your 70th birthday? She made that skin sound like I was a toddler throwing a tantrum. It's not personal. Emily, Jake wanted to keep it small and drama-free. How things can get with family gatherings. Drama-free, a laughed, a sharp, bitter sound. Drama-free. Mom, I've been there for you through everything. I took time off work when you had that hip surgery. I sorted out Dad's estate so you didn't have to. I even hosted Thanksgiving last year when Jake bailed because he was too busy. Now, I'm the drama. Don't be dramatic, she said, her voice laced with exasperation. It's one day. You're making a mountain out of a molehill. Dramatic. There it was, the word that always got thrown at me. Like my feelings were an inconvenience. I could see how this would unfold. Mom would downplay it. Jake would send one half-hearted text apology, and I'd be expected to smile and forgive. Like always, not this time. Something snapped inside me. If I wasn't important enough to celebrate with, I wasn't important enough to worry about. I hung up without another word and opened my laptop. If I wasn't going to Mom's party, I was going somewhere fabulous somewhere. That didn't make me feel like an afterthought in my own family. I scrolled through travel sites, my anger fueling every click. Within an hour, I booked a week in Paris, a luxury suite at the Ritz, first-class flights, and a personal shopping tour of the high-end boutiques. I'd always dreamed of a solo trip like this, but told myself it was too extravagant. Not anymore. This wasn't just a vacation, it was a statement. By the time Mom's birthday weekend arrived, I was soaring over the Atlantic, sipping champagne in my plush seat. Posted a photo on Instagram, me with a glass of bubbly. The plane window showing endless clouds. Caption cut from the guest list, but I'll survive. Bond voyage. The likes rolled in. My cousin Mia sent, laughing, emerges. My best friend from college commented, "Slay queen. Take me next time." The best reaction from Jake, a string of texts. The hell? You're really skipping Mom's party over this? This is petty. I wasn't even close. I sent him a photo of the Eiffel Tower from my in-flight magazine. Then I turned off my phone, no guilt trips for once. I was putting myself first and it felt liberating. When I landed at Charles de Gaulle, the crisp Parisian air hit me like a breath of fresh freedom, carrying scents of fresh croissants and blooming flowers. A sleek black car whisked me to the Ritz, complete with a chilled bottle of Perrier in the back. This was already better than any family party. The hotel was a dream, marble lobby, crystal chandeliers. Staff greeting me with a welcome cocktail before check in my suite, unreal floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the place bottom, king-sized bed with Egyptian cotton sheets, and a balcony perfect for people watching. I stepped onto the balcony, the city lights twinkling below, and exhaled. This was my time. My priority. I snapped a photo of the view and posted it. When one door closes, another opens, preferably to a suite at the Ritz with unlimited croissants. I knew it would filter back to the family. I wanted them to see what exclusion felt like. First full day was pure bliss. I started with room service, flaky croissants, fresh strawberries, espresso, so rich it ruined every Starbucks latte forever. Then, I did exactly what I want. Had no family obligations. Just me and the city of light. By afternoon, I was in a high-end boutique on Rue du Faubourg Saint-Honoré, trying on a stunning deux dress. The saleswoman could in French. For the first time in years, I felt glamorous, not just practical. Every so often I checked my phone, not to respond to family, to savor the reactions to my posts. Mia girl. Where are you? This looks amazing. Aunt Linda. Good for you. Emily should have taken me along, an old high school friend, living the dream. Invite me next. Then I saw a notification that made me smile. Jake had viewed my story. Now he was paying attention. Could picture him at the party venue, setting up balloons, scrolling through Instagram while stressing only to see me thriving. I leaned against a velvet chaise in the dressing room, sipping complimentary champagne. Enjoy the party. Bro. Hope it's everything you planned. As the sun set over the same, my phone went nuclear, calls, text notifications stacking up like a pileup on the freeway. I ignored it at first, assuming it was just more shade on my posts. The names caught my eye: Mom, even Uncle Bob. I raised an eyebrow and opened the text. First from Mom stopped me cold. Call me emergency, an emergency at the birthday party. Aside debating if I cared, then me as message popped up. You won't believe this mess. Call me curiosity. One I scrolled through. And with each text, a grin spread across my face. The universe had delivered the ultimate payback. Mom's perfect birthday bash had imploded spectacularly. According to Mia, it all went down at the reception hall. Jake had rented a fancy spot in downtown Chicago with chandeliers and a dance floor. Jake and Sarah got into a massive fight over something stupid. Sarah accused him of flirting with a waitress at the rehearsal dinner the night before Jake blew up, stormed out, leaving Sarah to hurl insults and apparently plate of appetizers across the room. But it didn't stop there. Uncle Bob and Dad's old friend got into a yelling match over politics, knocking over the cake table. Food spattered everywhere. Shrimp cocktail on the walls, cake frosting on guest dresses. And Mom, bless her heart, she started sobbing, wailing that the party was ruined because I wasn't there. Emily would have fixed this. She reportedly cried, demanding someone call me. The venue staff had to intervene, shutting down the open bar early to prevent a full riot. It was a complete circus. I stretched out on my hotel bed, champagne flute in hand, and kept reading. Mia's texts were pure gold. Sis, you dodged a bullet. Jake's a mess. Sarah left in tears, and Mom's blaming everyone. Mom, Emily, call me now. This is a crisis. And the kicker from Jake: M, where are you? Mom needs you. Now Mom needed me. Now I mattered. I could almost hear Jake's voice. You have to come fix this. It's your thing. Nope, not today. I typed a single reply to Jake. Sorry. Busy enjoying my drama. Hope the party's a hit. Then I blocked his number. I blocked Mom's too. Just in case. I set my phone to do not disturb, ordered room service, a decade and foie gras and wine pairing, and sank into the tub. My family could spiral. I was in Paris and I wasn't letting them ruin it. The next morning, I woke to birds chirping outside my window, the Eiffel Tower glowing in the dawn light. The air smelled of fresh bread from the bakery below. For one glorious moment, I forgot the chaos back home. Then I checked my phone, even with blocks in place. Voicemails from unknown numbers flooded in, probably relatives using burners against better judgment. Played one: Mom's voice. Frantic. Emily, I don't know what you're doing. This isn't the time for games. Party is a disaster. We need you here. I rolled my eyes and deleted it. Next, Jake sounding wrecked. Sis, please. Mom's heartbroken. You're her favorite. Call back. Deleted. Then Mia whispering, like she was in witness protection. Jake and Sarah are done. Mom's planning to crash your place when you get back, heads up. Also, Grandma keeps saying the party was cursed without you. Hilarious. That one I saved. I tossed my phone aside and stepped onto the balcony. The sun rose over Paris, casting golden hues on the streets. Back in Chicago, my family was picking up the pieces. Meanwhile, I was here sipping cafe, ole in a silk robe, living my best life. Poetic justice. They made me feel like an outsider. And now they begged for my help. I snapped a photo of my breakfast croissants, Jamma minis and posted, starting the day stress-free, hope everyone's back home. Then I scrolled through the blocked notifications, chuckling at the desperation. I ordered another mimosa and leaned back. They could wallow. I was done being the fixer. By noon, I was in a private shopping session at Louis Vuitton on a stylist curing outfits. Just for me. A sleek black dress caught my eye, perfect for a night out. My phone buzzed again. This time it was my cousin Tara. The only one I hadn't blocked her text. I know you're mad and rightfully so. You gotta hear what happened after the party. Call me. You'll love it. Tara has always been the sensible one. So if she said it was worth it, I dialed. She answered on the first ring, bursting with energy. Finally, are you sitting down? I glanced at my surroundings, the opulent store, champagne bubbling in a pretty good spot. Tara left. After Jake stormed out, Sarah flipped the buffet table, food everywhere, pasta and hair, cake on shoes. It was like a bad rom-com. Everyone tried coming, Mom. Then Aunt Linda piped up. This wouldn't have happened if Emily was here. She's the one who keeps us together. I blinked. Wait. Tara giggled. Aunt Linda went on about how you're the family glue. Then Jake jumped in, saying it was ridiculous, and they bickered right there amid the mess. Grandma got involved, yelling that the party was doomed because you weren't invited. She said, Emily's absence cursed us. I burst out laughing, nearly spilling my drink. So the same family that cut me out now blames me for not saving the day. Gets better. Tara said. Mom called Sarah's family to apologize. Her mom just left your circus. Your monkeys. Last I heard, Mom's trying to plan a do-over. No one's biting. She's a wreck. I shook my head, grinning. The best part. I slipped my champagne. I don't care. Tara cackle. I don't blame you. Enjoy Paris. You did the right thing. I hung up, feeling lighter than ever. They'd wanted a drama-free party without me. They got a food fight instead. I raised my glass to the mirror, toasting my reflection. Then I turned off my phone and dove into shopping. The rest of the day was magic. A sane river cruise at sunset, a gourmet dinner at a Michelin-starred spot. Letting the world fade at some point. I wondered if I should feel bad for Mom. Then I remembered how she brushed off my heart. I snapped a sunset photo over the river, posted with zero regrets and powered down again. Them handle their mess. I was done being the fallback. The next morning I woke feeling renewed, no guilt, no stress. Just Paris. I ordered breakfast, more croissants, coffee, and curiously turned on my phone. Big mistake. Notifications poured in. Mom, stop being childish and call Jake. You're so selfish. Mom's devastated. An unknown. Probably Aunt Linda. We need to heal this family. A groaned, amused at their pivot from exclusion to expectation. Then terrorist message, heads up, Mom's organizing a family meeting. When you return. I laughed. They thought I'd show up guilt and pretend nothing happened. No way, I tested terror. Thanks. But, I'm extending my trip. They wanted me out. I am out for good. She replied. Legendary Bill, when you're back. Whenever I grinned, opened my laptop and extended my stay another week. No family, no drama. Just me, fashion, capital, and peace. They never offered that. Now they couldn't take it. I sent one final text to Mom and Jake. Want me now? Sorry, enjoying my drama. Clean up your mess. Then I blocked them permanently. I ordered a café crème and stepped out. The streets of Paris welcomed me, and I embraced them fully. They could keep their chaos. I was free.